With the full 20 episodes of Dragon Ball DAIMA coming to an end, we now know all the possibilities that we could get from Dragon Ball DAIMA. So with that being the case, everybody has their idea of what would be coming in the future, and that's what we're going to be discussing right now. What Legends Limiteds are there? What Ultras are there? There's a lot of cool animations that these characters have shown us, but I think it should be quite clear that only some of them would make the cut for a legendary finish. In the comment section, let me know below what character you're looking forward to most from Dragon Ball DAIMA. There's a lot to pick from, but let's get into this. Right, so for the first one I'm showing in this video, we've got Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Mini. In his fight against Tamagami 2, he was putting out some crazy animations. I know everybody was thinking, oh my god, the minute this hits Legends, this is crazy. Dokkan Battle at the time I'm making this video actually got this as well. I might show it on the screen right now, but there was a lot to take out of this whole fight. So we know at first he was kind of getting pieced up, and Never the Namek actually powered up Tamagami 2, making Tamagami 2 stronger, but he was no match for Vegeta in reality. Vegeta used Super Saiyan 3, and from that point it was up. I was thinking they could go maybe two ways about this, so they could make him Super Saiyan 3 from the jump, which would be the ideal, because I feel like when they make units transforming, they end up becoming lackluster later on. And I really don't want that for Vegeta. I want him to be strong the whole time. But if they went ahead and made him a transforming unit, he could start at base, he could start at Super Saiyan, whichever is the case is fine. And then obviously when he transforms, or they can make him a revival, I would hope not to make him a revival or comeback, whatever you want to call it. He will go into Super Saiyan 3 transformation, and from there, you know, that's when the fight really begins. But let's just assume going forward that he's going to have a Super Saiyan 3 base start. He's not going to be a revival, comeback, transformation, whatever you want to say, type unit. He's just going to be Super Saiyan 3 off the rip. I think that would be the ideal, because like I said, I want him to be really good. I feel like in most cases when the units are transforming, there's a higher chance of them being lackluster. Anyways, I feel like he could easily have a green card counter here. The way he was using his finger to block Tamagami 2's spear was really, really nice. That would be super tough if he had a green card counter like Yellow GB or Super Baby 2. He'd be able to put that out, and then he pretty much puts himself in a greater position. We've got obviously his Gallic Gun. The main reason why I was pushing the transformation idea is that he would have a blue card LF that leads into that big kick that he did. So the blue card Gallic Gun, and then let's just say it doesn't work out. They customize it or do it 1-to-1, preferably 1-to-1. The big kick was like the lead into the Gallic Gun, I'm pretty sure. And then from there, went ahead and caught him, just cooked he just cooked him. It was a complete speed blitz. It could be a moving forward blue card if they're gonna do the kick. It could be the Gallic Gun first and then into the kick. I think it would make sense for the kick into the Gallic Gun, you know. But overall, Tamagami 2 versus Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, this fight had such good animations, just like they did with Super Saiyan Goku Mini. If they bring out the good animations that we saw, they make it 1-to-1, they don't snub Vegeta, this could easily be the best legendary finish we have in Dragon Ball Legends. From the visual of what Dokkan Battle got, if they just match that quality, or even the Legend one, in my opinion, the Legend Super Saiyan Goku Mini looks better than the Dokkan one, but you guys can have your opinion. If they just match either or, it's clear. This is going to look amazing. It will easily be people's favorite legendary finish in the game. But yeah, the first one I got for this video, Legends Limited Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Mini. Don't make him a transforming unit ideally though. The second one we got here is Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. This could be a legendary finish or an ultra. With his final flash, it could be either or. Of course, I think people would more likely want it to be a legendary finish. I think legendary finishes look better, but if they made him an ultra, he'd also have amazing animations. Vegeta was putting out punches against Goma. Goma couldn't hang with Vegeta, if we're being honest, but this guy has the maddest regen buffs ever we've seen. But Vegeta was by far overpowering him, and of course we shouldn't even have to discuss it. His legendary finish or his ultimate art on the ultra variant would obviously be his final flash. Final flash is like 0 and 2, bro. Don't be putting up numbers, but it does look cool. Final flash looks insane. Now, the minimum requirements for this unit is to make him better than the Legends Limited Super Vegeta. That is the minimum bar. This Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta deserves some respect. Let's be real. This final flash will hit like crack in the 80s, bro. We need this. We need this. As long as his kit's good, of course it's gonna look good. That's a guarantee. It should go without saying. but I need specifically this variant of Vegeta's kit to be valuable. Not too much now, I don't want to see no Ultra Margin Vegeta, but I do want to see a top tier unit from this guy. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta in his adult form, boy, he was putting out pressure. Honestly, with his final flash, I'm not going to say the animations were as good as like Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but in the same way that he was pressing Goma, didn't really put a hole in him, but you know, it did a lot. It did a lot. So we got to give him that. I think he should be top tier. But of course, the big thing would be that he'd have the final flash and that would look amazing. I obviously can't show you the animation because I'm not trying to get my channel deleted. But yeah, for sure, the final flash here, easy Legends Limited. Next up here, we've got Goma. This would easily be a Legends Limited. He should not be getting an Ultra. He should not be getting Ultra, but here would be a good Legend Limited. The final antagonist of Dragon Ball DAIMA should go without saying he will get a Legend Limited. Now, there's a lot they could do with this guy's kit. There's multiple directions he can take, but there's just a couple things I wanted to point out. He has cover changes for days. They can give him a green card counter, which I don't think they should do based on the way he was attacking. His attack patterns, mainly the green card should be an explosive green or just a regular power-up type. I don't think it should be a counter, but he has kit options for days. The way they were jumping him, he was hitting blocks into punches, flips into kicks. He was doing everything. This guy had every single power up because of this one eye. There was a lot of options here, but the main thing I want to point out is that this guy has insane regeneration ability. So I think his kit would be based on healing. Just straight healing, consistently healing. He can take a hit for sure. They're gonna have to give him comeback, endurance. You know, he's gonna have to have both at least. The comeback goes first, not the comeback, sorry. Indestructible goes first, then he has endurance after that with buff cancellations. This guy cannot go down. He's literally stacked beyond belief. This guy ended up getting a whole, bro, I was thinking this is way beyond Dragon Ball's expectation. They're doing a straight hole in him. Pause. I was like, damn, Dragon Ball DAIMA doing a lot, and then he just healed it back. That's crazy. This guy has insane regenerative abilities because of the third eye, so I expect none less he's going to be healing all the time. Whether he'll have combo breaking, I don't know. I don't think he needs that. He was getting pummeled by adult versions of Goku and Vegeta, but they'll give him a lot to make him defensively great, and I think that's what he needs. He's that type of character. He's healing a lot, being able to survive a bunch. He could also have the idea of like this bit here with the eye. Every time it powers up, it had like 2 abilities which I saw. So it had like the paralysis thing, you know, before Goku went into Super Saiyan 3 in his mini form, it was actually able to paralyze him for a bit. I know that's a consistent thing in Legends. Throwback to Ultra Goku Black Rose, everybody was getting annoyed at paralysis, or Hercule, the hero unit. Paralysis is a very annoying thing, but also if he was to use a green card, you know, he powers up. Those are options that we have in the game. Now for his, this is like a visual of the paralysis. This is when he powered him down and Goku went to base form immediately, took the hell out of his ki. But yeah, for a legendary finish, which is the final thing, you know, he had those like purple beams. They could just customize the animations and make it take Goku out or whatever in the preview that they showed the reveal. Sorry, Legends information. They could just make those beams come down. I'll show something on the screen, hopefully, so that it just leads into a legendary finish like they do with most of the guys that don't actually get legendary finishes. So we can take Vegito Blue's final Kamehameha. We could take Broly's, the Super Broly, the way he tweaks out and throws all those attacks. We can also take full power Jiren. We've got these options here where these guys don't get finishes and then Legends gives them a finisher somehow. So if he was to get a legendary finish, you know, when they broke the dimensions and Goma had all the things flying around, those purple balls, they were looking like Hakais as well, but they're not. But those are options for him to have a legendary finish. It'd have to be somewhat customized, but I think that would also make it cool. It would just look visually cool with all the other animations he had out. I see him doing some crazy combos, just like kind of LF Jiren. LF Jiren has a crazy punch into his attack, into his beam in his legendary finish. Goma would have the same type of thing, and that's why I expect. But yeah, legendary finish for sure. Legends Limited, not an Ultra. Next up, we got Glorio. Glorio could easily make a Legends Limited, and I think a lot of people might not be happy with this or agree, but I could easily see him being a Legends Limited unit. This guy He's got the purple lightning, and I think that's enough. It will make such a cool Legends Limited. But my main backing point for this is that because of the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot DLC for DAIMA, he's a boss battle. Him being a boss battle shows me that he's important enough to get a Legends Limited, in my opinion. Now, obviously, you can't take that with full concrete force because we have a lot of boss battles in Kakarot and they're just bums. You know, we shouldn't expect guys like Dodoria to get a Legend Limited. But this guy was a very integral part for the Dragon Ball DAIMA story. And the way he even had a fight with Goku, I see it being a possibility. Now, we do have this guy as a Sparking. He's yellow. But we don't see much of his purple lightning, which is like the magic that he uses. This, when he did this against Goku and he powered up, they could easily make that a legendary finish, and I could see that being the case. If they don't do that, he would just be a 1% Sparking, but a new variant. But I think it's very much legendary finish orientated, drafted. They just have to make it so that it hits. He also used it against those bums that stole the Dragon Ball. It's a good magic trait. You know, I don't feel like they're doing enough with him just using the gun. I think it's a lot. He should have a lot more than that. He has a lot more animation potential. But some of you guys might disagree with this one, but I think he could be maybe further down the line, not this year. But as they're just putting out things, they go back to DAIMA at one point, they drop a Glory or Legends Limited. I think a lot of people would like to see that. However, I don't think he should drop by himself in some way, shape or form. You know, similar to how they did the Gammas 1 and 2 and Orange Piccolo, they dropped both of those together for part 2. If they're going to drop a Glorio, you can't drop that by itself. I think it would make the month feel somewhat lackluster. But I really do mess with Glorio personally. He was kind of a bum after Goku washed him, but he does have good animation potential, which is why I have him in this video. Now, I'm including this, and I don't really feel like this is necessary to get a Legend Limited. I feel like this could easily be a 1% Sparking. And somebody's probably screaming at me right now, but I really think he doesn't need it. And the main reason I think he doesn't need it is because he got waxed. He got absolutely slammed in Super Saiyan 3. He didn't do anything crazy, honestly, and it was really just a gateway into him entering Super Saiyan 4. We know he got beat the hell up and then never came and gave him that whatever boost, whatever that was, and then Goku entered Super Saiyan 4 in his mini form. With this, we saw them work together with Do, and I saw a lot of people were upset because Goku wasn't actually fighting by himself. It was a group jumping while he was in Super Saiyan 3, and that doesn't usually happen. So whatever you want to take about this, if it was going to be something, it will be a legendary finish, but I'm only highlighting it because it's Goku. He's the main character, and Legends just do that, you know, even if it's nothing special. Look at Super Saiyan 2/3 Goku in the festival. Not saying that the moment isn't special, but the animations are pretty lackluster, and everybody's agreed with that. He's so boring to look at. There's people that play him, they're really just meta slaving. And I think it would be a similar thing if they made this guy a Legend Limited legendary finish, but he would have some cool animations nonetheless. They'd have to customize it somewhat, but I really don't feel like it went over the bar for anything to require Legend Limited. But again, it's Goku, it's the main character, and it was a very big moment, I think at the end of episode 18, or I think it was the end of episode 18, or the start of episode 18, end of episode 17. But yeah, just because it's Goku, I'm mentioning it, but I don't think it would get one. It was really just a gateway into Super Saiyan 4. Moving into the big dog, we got Super Saiyan 4 Goku Mini. This would be a Legends Limited without a doubt. Should not be an Ultra in my opinion. Maybe could be, but I wouldn't promote it as one. I wouldn't think it should be one. Super Saiyan 4 Goku Mini had some good animation potential. Easily the second best animation potential in the whole series, without a doubt, and the first place would be him as well. But yeah, there's a lot going on here. How they would go about it, they have limited options, but the main thing I want to focus on is his legendary finish. The legendary finish, without a doubt, should be his Kamehameha, where Goma went for the punched him, but then Goku did a backflip into a Kamehameha. High key, crazy as hell. I'd say this is a potentially, if not, you know, I think personally, this is my opinion, top 3 Kamehamehas in the whole series. Doing a backflip into a Kamehameha is crazy work. Crazy work. Reminded me of when he fought against Kefla in UI Sign, and she was like, oh, you can't flip in mid-air, and Goku just did that. You know, this is that crazy type of work that we're looking at. But with the DAIMA animation quality, it's like, wow. I know a lot of people don't like the fact that they were kids. It looks good on Goku making it look saucy. the backflip, as long as that's the legendary finish, they've got it for me. But there was a lot of moments where he was powering up. There's a lot of moments where he was hitting some good combos. There's so much to take from this. So I'm not even going to pinpoint specific parts, but I think everybody should be in agreement that the legendary finish should be this. And I don't feel like this is ultra quality. Of course, it is ultra quality, but it's more fitting for a legendary finish. We've got Super Saiyan 4 Goku here in his adult form. This should go without saying, legendary finish. But this one could also be an ultra. I think it's just way nicer as an ultra as well. But hear me out on why I say that. The reason why I think this guy would be way nicer as an ultra is because the intro with him going Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3. Here's a bonus. 4? That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. And the animation quality will be probably just as good as the Legends Limited. But I feel like for the Legends Limited, it was really just a very strong powered up Kamehameha, which is why I'm not as fussed for it as a legendary finish, especially versus the Super Saiyan 4 Goku Mini, where he does a backflip. I feel like the animation potential for that legendary finish is actually better than the full power one, but you guys can be the judge of that. But as an ultra, the ink art would go berserk, especially with the way he threw off his clothes as well. He's got aura points. He's got aura points here. It's Goku. But anyways, we got a lot, man. There's a lot to take out of here. But obviously, if it was a legendary finish, it would be the Kamehameha, where he sent out this full power Kamehameha, breaking through Goma into the second world, into the first world where they are, into the second world, into the third world. It beamed all the way through. The water was leaking out the sky. Crazy animation here. This here, another top 3 Kamehameha high key. The DAIMA animation quality just does that. It just does that. Of course, that's just my opinion though. I don't think I need to speak more about this. It's mainly just the fact that the ink animation, but there's so many aspects of what happened in the fight that they could take. The legendary finish is very much there. The ultimate art on the ultra is very much there. And of course, his whole transformation sequence, if it was going to be an ultra in the ink art, would just be, it just clear the game. It would just clear the game. I hope they don't sell it, but I could easily see it being the best ultra animation we have in Dragon Ball Legends. I wanted to end the video with this because I felt like this here is a lot to cover. We've got Do, we've got Ku. I don't think they would be a Legends Limited unit, unfortunately. Maybe they will. Some of you guys might agree, some of you guys might disagree. Maybe specifically Do, since he used Super Saiyan 3, but it was like 10 seconds and then he got wiped, he was tired. But the way they all jumped him is very, very cinematic, and that doesn't happen in Dragon Ball most cases. They don't go ahead and fight together. I find that in Dokkan Battle, right, there are units that have multiple. It's not just 2. They hit 3. I think they have units with 5 people on it. If Legends expands their bag, as they intend to this year for the 7th anniversary, we could possibly, if not this year, going forward, get a unit where there's like a group attack of them. And that would be pretty cool, because there was that moment where all of them geared up. So Goku was hitting a Kamehameha, Vegeta hit Gallic Gun, Piccolo was hitting a Special Beam Cannon, Shin, Glorio, Tamagami 1, Do and Ku, they were all locked in to try and take out this Goma guy, and Goma weren't going, you know. But obviously, if it's a legendary finish, it would allow them to make the attack go through their custom animated, sorry. But yeah, it's just something I wanted to mention. And not just that, but any other combinations of characters that you think could deserve a legendary finish. So we could see Goku and Vegeta working together, which they really didn't, but you could put both of them in Super Saiyan 3. You could see Goku and Piccolo maybe as just an assist unit where he tried to get Goma's head tapped, you know. There's these combinations that exist. I don't think they would go through a lot of them, but there's options, which is why I just wanted to talk about this at the end of this video. That's going to be the end of the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. In the comment section, let me know if there are any characters that I missed out. I don't feel like I missed any that should be Legends Limited worthy or Ultra worthy. I think I touched on everything pretty much, but you guys might disagree. If I didn't mention them, I just didn't think they were worthy. And of course, there are a bunch of 1% sparkings that could obviously be from the series, but then I'd just be touching on every single character in the series. We've got Degasu, even though he only had a gun. We've got Goma Pre, we've got Pansy, we've got Adensu, Ku and Do, Never. There's a lot of options here. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you haven't already, make sure to press the subscribe button. We're on this grind to 200,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys for watching the video, man. My name is Zakashi, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man.